Okay guys, so I am back with part 2 of my Christmas home tour. Let me show you my dining room. Here's my dining table and area. And these are my dishes. These are one of my sets of dishes for Christmas. And I did not want to cover the table because I personally love my table. So I didn't want to cover it with I have pretty linens and stuff to put on it, but I didn't want to cover it. So all I did was I put the gold charger, the plaid dishes, my gold plated silverware. This is a velour burgundy, reddish burgundy color placemat. My green glass with the gold rim, and then the napkin that has a Christmas ball, and it's made out of, actually it's made out of linen. So I have that. Oh, I'll fix it afterwards. So I have that there. And then these are for the cake and the coffee. I have put those out. And then I usually have like a big centerpiece, but I didn't want to put it out this year. So all I did was I put this greenery that has the red, and I put a Santa Claus in the center. So that is my table setting. I'll show you from this side. And then up here, I put that Santa Claus, as you can see. And he's really cute. He's got, let me show you. His shoes are made out of felt and stuff, but look at his legs. They're made out of spools and buttons. And this is his face. So let me show you my garland, which is to the entrance of the family room, as you can see there. So that is a garland. I every year I put it up, and I put different things on it, different meshes, or ribbons and different color balls. This year I put these candy canes, and I put these, they're butterflies, I put that on it, and just different things. And then I have cinnamon sticks in it also. And then here is my moose family that I have here. That's, I guess, the grandfather with the children, and here are the parents. And then I have another moose down here. So that's that. And then let me show you in my family room. This year I decided to put the fireplace on this side of the house. Let me turn on the lights. And even sounds like a real one. So pretty, but I mean, it doesn't work. I mean, it just lights up and stuff and makes the noise, so makes the sounds. And then this garland I put together. I folded it in half because it was too long. And then I put the Christmas balls and the poinsettias and other, different balls. And then I put these sprays. I put up here this frame, which is a puzzle. And then these are a boy and a girl. And they're both musical, and they move and they play music, but I don't have them connected. And then I put here these two deers that I have. They're really pretty. Let me see if putting them against the wall you guys can see them better. There you go. I love these. I've had these for about 7 years, and I love them. I put them out every year. So that's what I have on my fireplace. And then I have Santa Claus sitting on the screen. And then I put the lamp post here. It's not connected. I forgot to connect it. I put it there this year. I put on Goofy one of these hats, and I have this Santa Claus here. And then let me show you over here in this piece, I have this country country style that I guess I have all my country pieces on this side. So that's a little mouse and a little moose. And here's the rocking horse. Here's another Santa Claus. And here's two more mooses. I have down here, I have those cardinals, 3 of them. And then here I have these 2 mouses. Let me open it because the glare of the glass is like really bad. These I usually put in my scrap room. And then down here I have this frame. So this piece, it holds It's actually an antique, really, really old piece. It holds my snow globes, my Disney snow globes. So that is that. And then let me bring you over to, oh, and then one more thing. I put them, this one here, and then I put this one here. And then let me bring you over here to this side, and I put this Santa Claus here. And the reason why I put him here and not by the door in the entrance of the house is because I was going to put the other one that I got from HSN, but unfortunately it doesn't work. And then I have that elf there with that sled that's glass. And then up here I have this elf, the elf on the shelf, I guess you could call it. And then let me show you in here. Hold on, let me open this. And actually, let me turn on one light that I forgot to turn on. This is a new piece. Actually, it was my mom's, and my dad gave it to me so I can have it, and I can put it up. Let me see if I can turn it on. I don't know where it turns on at now. Well, I guess it's not on now. But, it was on the other day, but okay. So let me show you what I did in my this china. That's the piece that my mother had in her house, and actually I put lights in it in blue, and it's really pretty, but I don't know, for some reason they're not working now. And then I have my Jesus and Mary there. Let me go on this side, and there's my dog knocking. I have a snowman here with just some Christmas balls. Oops. And I have that little frame back there, and then I have this frame of Santa Clauses. I have that small nativity theme scene. I have that little Christmas tree which got glass in it. I have one green Christmas ball there, and then there you could see the snowman. And then I just put in that milk glass pitcher, I just put those sprays. And then let me bring you back out and show you on this side what I did. I have this Mark, I think it's Mark Roberts. I have that elf, I have that little nativity, and then up here I have that little snowman. And then let me bring you to the other side. I'm going to be caught in a frame. I'm going to be caught on camera. I have that small nativity scene. I have this Mark Roberts elf, and then I have this Pandora, I have those balls in there, and then I have this Pandora charm that's ornament that's a Santa Claus. That's really pretty ornament. And then let me show you over here, I have my bears that are movable, and then this is my tree. There's my Santa Claus up on top, and then I just put these elves, I put all over, which every year I put that big elf. I didn't this year. I didn't want to put it on the tree this year. So that's the elves that I have, ornaments, you know, Santa Claus that's made out of wood. And here are some more ornaments. My elves. Sorry guys, I was letting the dog in. The bow, candy canes, more candy canes here. You know, sprays in red and green. And every year I say I'm going to change, and I don't, because I just love the red and green. I love the traditional red and green. And then that's my other Santa Claus frame, which I love those frames from Kirkland. So that is my Christmas tree. And then let me show you one more place, which is my bedroom. And I put this tree up in here. And let me turn on the light for you. So I put this Santa Claus, and I put this Santa Claus here, and then these are it's all Santa Clauses this year. And then I put the clear glass balls, and then these red sprays. So this one's just all Santa Clauses. And this is actually sitting on a piece in my room that my mom, just before she passed, she had purchased it and she never even went to pick it up or anything. And then she had paid for it, and also she had told my oldest sister. My oldest sister didn't go get it, so I went and picked it up. So I ended up keeping it. And in there I have, you know, in the drawer I have stuff of hers, and then inside here I stick all my big Santa Clauses. I wrap them up and I put them in there. So that's a special piece. And then let me see one more thing in my room. I have here a Santa Claus on the nightstand, my husband's nightstand, which is really, he's a really cute Santa Claus. Look at how cute he is. Look at his face. He's holding a doll, and then he has a list. And then look at his little, let me see if you can get his slippers here. Yeah, you can't see the slippers. Maybe there you can. There you go. Those are the slippers. This is a really cute Santa Claus. So those are the Santa Clauses I keep in that piece of furniture. And basically, guys, that's just my home tour. This year it wasn't as much as every year because I just didn't want to put up the village. But I hope you guys like it, and thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye.